All right, looks like we got a concrete update on Pelicans star Zion Williamson. Now, it's not the best update in the world, but it could have been a lot worse. I mean, the way things have gone so far in this young man's career, it's been really bad, and it looks like we're getting into that complete bust territory, which is an absolute shame. You know, he had all the hype. He's kind of lived up to it when he's been able to stay on the court, but that's been his biggest problem. We've seen a lot of guys that are bigger. Zion's the heaviest player in the NBA, even though he's nowhere near the tallest. Big guy, the body wears down, breaks down on you, and you just don't have that longevity and a career in front of you. So the timetable is the Pelicans gave us an update. They said he is expected to resume basketball activities in 2 weeks. He will be reevaluated and start basketball activities in 2 weeks. Now, 2 weeks is April 5th. The NBA season ends on April 9th, so it's really looking like he is done for this season. I mean, maybe there's a chance. He's been out since January, injured his hamstring. It's another injury with a litany of injuries he's had throughout his entire career. And the problem is, he was on an absolute tear, and so were the Pelicans. When he went down, the Pelicans were in third place in the West. They were kicking ass. He was averaging 26 points a game. He was absolutely living up to that hype as the number one overall pick and just a masterful, impactful player in the NBA. But since he's gone down, the Pelicans have fallen off a cliff. They're now currently sitting in the 12 seed. But the problem is, on top of it, they could find themselves in the playoffs. They are the 12 seed, but they're only a game and a half back of the 7 seed, which would put them in the play-in tournament. So they're right there. There's a lot of jostling for position with teams. I mean, we could just flip it over right here. I mean, look how close this is. They're only a game back of that 7 seed, and they're 2.5 back of the Warriors to even get out of that play-in game. And, you know, none of these teams really you're sold on. Like, OKC, super young. Dallas is kind of all over the place. They'll probably get it figured out. The Timberwolves missing their 2 stars currently. The Jazz are trying to lose basketball games, but they still seem to be winning them. The Lakers coming on strong. And then here are your Pelicans. So it's a really close race. So the hope is maybe the Pelicans can find themselves into the play-in tournament, and maybe you get Zion back for that game. And if you get Zion back, like I said, the Pelicans were the 3 seed in the West this season. They were a really good basketball team when Zion was playing with them, and it's just an absolute shame. But now we're talking about bust territory for Zion. He's been in the league 4 seasons, but man, he is now expected to miss, he has now missed 191 career games and only played in 114. He's missed 62.6% of his career games. That's way, 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 way too many games, obviously. But hey, he's made the bag sitting on the bench, $26 million. He did just get a new rookie max contract, so he was breaking the bank this year, and I get why the Pelicans did it. He came on real strong at the end of last season, but again, it was another season where he really didn't play. I mean, if you look at his numbers, he's really been good. It's not like he's been a bust on the court as the number 1 overall pick. 26 points, almost 26 points a game for his career, 7 rebounds, 3.6 assists. Pretty good for a big, low man in the power. He's only 6'6", 284. Like I said, the heaviest guy in the NBA. 2 All-Star game appearances. But here's where you see your problems here. Only played 24 games his rookie season. Played 61 after the bubble season, after, COVID. That was a good chunk right there. Did not play at all in 2021-2022, and then only played 29 games this year, and it looks like that's what he's going to be stuck at. So he's only played 60 games once, which is 60 is, a decent amount of games, but they play 82 games. He's missed an entire season, then only played 24 and 29. Now, there's some other comparisons to some guys who really struggled early. I'm thinking like Joel Embiid. Let's pull up Joel Embiid. His first few seasons in the NBA. I know he missed his first entire 2 seasons in the NBA, then only played 31 games, and then, 63, 64, 51, 51, 51, 68, 58. He's been a perennial power. He got over these 2 injuries, kind of got over this season too. So there is hope. There is absolutely hope for Zion. He's got to slim down a bit. Joel Embiid, another big guy, 7 foot, 280, right there at the top of the ranks. Zion's got to slim down a little bit. I know we said that, but he doesn't want to necessarily, or maybe he can't. Hard for some people to lose weight, even with professional trainers and diet. Some people just hold on to that weight a little bit more, but he's also worried about losing that explosiveness, and that what makes Zion great. He's got these highlight reel dunks that are just absolutely mind-boggling. The power, the strength, the athleticism for a guy that's built like that. It's out of this world stuff, but maybe he can't necessarily do that if he loses the weight and he gets down. So we're talking about bust territory. There is some hope. There is potential he's back playing this season. And honestly, I think the Pelicans could make a move there, maybe get actually into the playoffs and out of the play-in tournament if they're in the play-in tournament. If Zion's healthy, this was a very good basketball team. Seemed like everything was coming together for them. But I don't know, man. It's a really murky situation right now with Zion. I wish him the best. I'm a huge Zion fan. I loved him at Duke. I thought he was a great player. I think he could have been transformative. And I'm really upset that the injuries are getting to him. But hopefully he gets this all figured out, because the NBA is better with Zion in the court, on the court, in the court, wherever he is. If he's on there playing basketball, the NBA is better for it. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Is he a total bust? Is he going to be able to fight through this, or is this going to be his entire career? It's kind of limited availability. Maybe he's only a 50 a game a season guy, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Again, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share this video with your friends, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.